Всем привет, с вами снова я, Black Falcon, и сегодня я смоделирую поединок, который пройдет 6 декабря, а именно бой между Шаки Фостером и Стивеном Фултоном. Шансы на мой взгляд здесь 50 на 50, но я думаю, что Фостер одержит победу единогласным решением судей. Пишите в комментариях, что вы думаете по поводу этого поединка, кто, по вашему мнению, победит и каким методом. Также прошу вас поддержать это видео лайком или дизлайком, написать комментарий и подписаться на канал, если вы этого еще не сделали. Нажимайте на колокольчик, чтобы не пропускать новые видео, ведь все это очень сильно помогает развитию канала. Также подписывайтесь на другие социальные сети нашего канала, ну и по желанию можете поддержать канал донатом. Все ссылки в описании. И мы начинаем нашу трансляцию. Нам показывают небольшую информацию про барбершоп. Бой за желание чемпиона мира по UFC WBC, который принадлежит Фостеру. И первым на рынке выходит Шаки. Ледяная вода. Фостер. 26 боев, 20 победа, 12 нокаутом и 3 положения. А вот выходит и его оппонент Стивен. Кого только парень Стив. Фултон. 24 боя, 23 победа, 8 нокаутов и 1 положение. Нам представят боксеров. Сначала Фостера.
Wearing the yellow trunks, trimmed with yellow, Showboat. Fighting out of the blue
А затем и Фултон.
United States of America. Wearing the cyan trunks, trimmed with cyan, the Rockstar.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room
Сейчас
only for
рефери
this,
напомнит
our main
правила,
event.
и мы начнем.
Because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Great to have you
Первый
with us for
раунд.
this all
Погнали.
action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed.
А с того же начинают боксеры.
They better start respecting each other's punching power.
Мимо. Точно. Чемпион.
Both trying for a knockout. Nice counter punch right up the middle.
Восьмен.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at
Восьмен.
that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted. It's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Точно.
Right, just
Фостер.
misses.
Фултон отвечает. Восьмен.
Punch, counter punch. Lucky
Сближается
that's a
успешно
score.
претендент.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that
Мимо.
much above you, and so I've got to respect both of them.
Стивен точен.
That counter shot.
Неплохо.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Неплохо.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
Точно, Фултон. Снова попадает Стивенс.
Counter shot. He misses with that jab. These two fighters are made for one
Мимо.
another.
Поражен Фултон.
Defense. Why
Фостов
weren't they
идет
covering
на
up?
добивание.
Why weren't they more cautious?
He's dazed. Where shall he look? What should he do? Should he run? Should he
Неплохо.
try and hold on?
Первый раунд завершен, и он уже
He is
ушаг.
glad.
10-9, Фостов впереди.
Here we go.
И
It's
у нас
round two.
раунд номер 2.
Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and stand
Оба
it out.
выжидают.
Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab.
Точно,
Be smart and
Фултон.
pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Промахивается Стивен.
And he wasn't ready for
Застаивается
that
номинально
counterpunch.
Фостов.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
If you want to corner an outside fire,
Мимо.
make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw
Точно,
back down.
Фултон.
Jab misses.
Мимо.
This is a high-octane battle.
Точно.
Beautiful
Фостов.
counterpunch.
Точно. Ошаки.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back.
Снова попадает Фостову.
That jab doesn't score. It's bombs away. He threw a punch and just got countered.
Мимо.
They exchanged punches. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
That power might be the do or
Мимо.
die. That power might be the equalizer.
Точно. Ошаки.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost?
Мимо.
Good counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right
Попадает
just misses.
Фултон. Мимо.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Точно. Стивен. И второй раунд за претендентом. Счет становится равным 19-19.
Let's get it started in round
И у нас
3.
третий раунд.
After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Точно.
My motto is,
Фостов.
if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent
Фултон
last round,
отвечает.
everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Мимо.
Catch and shoot. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let
Точно.
them get
Чемпион
comfortable, drag them,
отметил,
get
что
them
он
complaining to
неплохой
the referee,
комбинацией.
because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Мимо.
We wanted action, and they are delivering.
Точно,
That
Фултон.
punch caught him clean.
Лошмен.
A lot of effort being exerted here.
Мимо.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12.
Снова попадаю.
I've got enough
Ошаки.
power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you,
Мимо.
it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
There's that counter shot.
Неплохо действует Стив.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. He misses with that jab.
Мимо.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body,
Точно.
frustrate them, take
Просто-
the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Отвечает. Фултон.
Nice counter. These punches coming from every angle.
Лошмен.
That jab doesn't score. This fighter expended
Точно.
a lot
Стивен.
of energy in this round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Мимо. И третий раунд за чемпионом. 29-28. Фостов выходит вперед.
Here's the bell for round
Вау,
four.
номер
Coming off
4.
that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing
Мимо.
what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Попадает.
Scores with the counter.
Фултон. Фостов отвечает.
These two
Лошмен.
featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot, a pickpocket.
Точно. Стивен.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Well done with that counter shot. Is he going to punch
Мимо.
himself out, though?
Фостов встречает.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you
Неплохо.
out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Точно.
Those counter punches
Fulton.
have to hurt. They need to be careful and show
И есть нокдаун.
down to the
Вот это да.
canvas.
Is he out? Is he going to move? Is there a twitch?
Фостов поднимается и бойся продолжится. Кстати, иногда заметил, что в моменте с нокдауном может игла подвышать.
So they'll make it
Боль
up and this fight
возобновляется.
continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be
Точно.
heartbreaking.
Fulton.
Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Оба выжидают.
You'd like to see more jabs.
Точно. Фултон.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Right hook just missed. In
Мимо.
the final 10 seconds here and a pretty dominant display.
И этот раунд за Фултоном плюс нокдаун. 38-37, Стивен впереди.
Things are starting
И
to
у
heat
нас
now as we
пятый
enter the
раунд.
Gotta get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Оба начинают раунд осторожно. Мимо.
How much confidence do you build
Попадает
when your
Стивен.
opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught.
Фостер
So you've got to
отвечает.
confidence, point the areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
And that jab just missed with the
Неплохо.
left hand.
Точно.
Nice
Фостер.
counter shot. Insane action.
Фултон отвечает.
It's all offense all the time.
Мимо. А Шаки
Counter
точен.
shot. We both know who the bigger power puncher
Мимо.
is. There's
Оба.
a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you
Начинает
you
потихоньку
know you're with a
перерабатывать
banger,
Стивен
you've got to
своего
be honest,
визави.
You've got to be confident.
These two are perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just
Мимо.
like a match made in heaven.
That right hook won't score.
Неплохо.
That hook just can't find the target. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Both men step back for just a moment.
Мимо. Точен. Фостер.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Фултон отвечает.
A perfect counter shot. His stamina is off the charts.
Мимо.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Мимо. И пятый раунд за Фултоном. 48-46. Стивен впереди.
This is the
И
beginning of
у
round
нас
6.
раунд номер 6.
This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken,
Mima.
why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Мимо.
Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be
Точно.
flying.
Фултон.
A lot of punch output.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Неплохо.
Nice idea with the
Ну,
jab, but
точно.
does not land.
Стивен Ашаки отвечает.
His stamina is off the charts.
Мимо. Оба. Встречает
Has to
Фостер.
be careful for that
Двоечку.
receipt. It's
Фултона.
always coming. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this
Мимо.
that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain. There.
Точно. Ашаки.
Swing and a miss with that hook.
Мимо. Точно.
Perfect counter
Фостер.
lands. counter punch.
Неплохо.
The straight right just misses. Hey, it's the featherweight division.
Мимо.
You see a lot of speed in this
Фултон
fight.
It's gonna be
отвечает.
so frustrating. You're in such a fast fighter to throw three,
No,
four
точно,
shot
Стив.
combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Неплохо.
Can't land that
Прессингует
jab.
Фултон своего визави. Фостер отвечает.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action. here.
Мимо.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Неплохо. И шестой раунд за чемпионом.
How much rodeo was
57-56.
put in for this fight to make him-
Фултон впереди после первой половины боя. Посмотрим, что нам покажет вторая половина боя.
Not sure these two
Раунд
fighters can
номер
keep up the
7.
pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been
Мимо.
ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up
Точно.
this pace,
Стивен.
we are in for a great night.
So far, it
What's
seems
man?
like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
This is about ego. Get your
Неплохо.
ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance?
What's
Step
man?
out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
Точно. Фостер. Снова попадает Ошаки.
Nice defense with that jab.
Мимо.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out.
Мимо. Точно.
Scores with the counter.
Фултон.
This fighter's certainly not
Снова
going to
попадает Стивен, а Шаки отвечает.
but they will when they hit. Be a lot harder.
Мимо.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know
Ну, видно, что
somebody's
оба уже
got the punch
подустали.
power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the
Мимо.
advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the
Попадает
judges.
Стивен.
You see the
Лосмен.
heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down.
Точно.
Incredible
Фостер.
work rate. There's no way this
Снова
fighter can
попадает
go punch for
Ошаки.
punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is
Мимо.
not going to get dented.
Мимо.
Straight.
И есть нокдаун.
And what a shot. Was that a flash knockdown? He should get up from that. He's fresh enough. He can get up from that. Does he want to?
Фултон поднимается и бой сейчас продолжится. Раунд за Фостером плюс нокдаун.
What a huge
Шаг
momentum
6,
swing
шаг
that-
5. Ошаки выходят вперед.
There's the bell
И
for
у нас
the eight.
8-й
Eyes look
раунд.
pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Мимо.
Heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This
Точно.
round,
Фостер.
you've got to coast around.
Фултон
Don't get
отвечает.
involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Мимо.
Jab
Оба.
slightly off target.
Точно.
There's a
Стивен.
counter shot.
Неплохо.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Мимо.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Точно. Форштов.
He's putting the pedal to the metal.
Мимо.
Has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas.
Мимо. Форштов
Nice
точно.
counter punch right up the middle. When are we going to see a jab from
Попадает.
these two?
По Шаке.
His stamina is off the charts.
Снова точен. Форштов.
Punch, counter punch.
Мимо.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard
Неплохо.
gets inverted around the first fight. Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him.
Подожден.
Stop you here,
Форштов.
Johnny, as we pick
Вот
up
он
the
идет.
heat.
На
Stumbling
добивание.
around in potholes. In serious trouble.
Келпер чемпион.
I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. The
Восьмин.
wrong place to fall asleep.
That jab misses.
Точен. Фултон.
Nice counter. The jab doesn't quite connect.
Восьмин.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Мимо. И вырывает восьмой раунд. Стивен. Снова главный счет 75-75.
Let's see how much
Well,
fatigue
no,
we
no,
see
we
here in
did.
round 9. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship
Mima.
rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Восьмин.
Punch, counter punch. Every
Точен.
time they drop their
What's
guard,
the-
they get caught. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Мимо.
If you're in with a powerful puncher, you know you've got to use brain, use smarts over it, because that powerful puncher knows he can depend on that power alone and neglect the technical side. You've got to be smart, frustrate them, use
Mima.
your own power against themselves.
Straight right hand. Once he dropped his gloves, he got caught.
Точен. Фултон.
There's a counter shot. Starting to take some deep
Неплохо.
breaths now, but still fighting hard.
Точен. Стивен. Оба выжидают.
Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just
Мимо.
that notch above you, and so I've got to respect
Снова
both of them
попадает
more
Стивен.
than nothing.
Форштов отвечает.
Nice counter punch
Хорошая
right up the
комбинация от
middle.
Фултона.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
Включается Форштов. Бой очень
They call it
близкий.
the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you
И
have
всё
a glass
зависит
chin?
от малейших
These are things that can
эпизодов.
affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin
Мимо.
like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
That uppercut misses.
Мимо.
And down
И
goes
есть
Shogun.
нокдаун.
Oh, what a shot! What? Oh, my goodness!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Фостов поднимается и бой продолжится. Раунд за Фултоном плюс нокдаун 85-83 Стивен впереди.
There's the bell for round
И
10.
у нас
Let's see how he
10-й
bounces
раунд.
back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's gonna happen. If he
Оба
doesn't, I'll
осторожничают
be very,
пока
very
что
surprised.
в этом раунде, и ни одного удара пока что не было нанесено. Блок приходится этот удар.
When are we going to see a jab from these two?
Восьмин. Точен.
Catch and
Стивен.
shoot. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've never seen a fighter so fast
Точно,
in
Фултон.
my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Неплохо.
Nice counter shot. Straight right just misses. Those counter
Мимо.
punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses.
Мимо.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Good counter punch. Fighter
Восьмин.
has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want.
Мимо. Фостов отвечает.
Toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Мимо. Оба.
Just missed with that hook.
Точен. Фултон.
Holding nothing back here in the round. You'd like to see more jabs.
Мимо. Фултон
The
точен.
only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out?
Мимо.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Восьмин. И этот раунд также за Стивеном. 95-92. Фултон впереди. И нас ждут чемпионский раунд. Раунд номер 11.
Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds
Также
in
оба
one. They're
осторожничают.
going to be absolutely shattered.
Мимо.
As we enter the
Фултон
final
точен.
frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through?
Неплохо.
Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Восьмин.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Beautiful counter shot.
Восьмин.
The straight right just misses.
Точен. Фостов Фултон отвечает. наносит побольше ударов Стивен.
We've seen in the past from this fighter.
Фоштову же надо добавить в активность. И нужно ему нокдаун для победы.
Got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the
Неплохо.
second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Точно. Ошаки.
Is he going to push
Точно.
himself out
Фултон.
though?
Мимо.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight,
Точно.
Johnny.
Стивен.
What are you seeing?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown
Опережает
a shot.
опять Фултон
The
своего
strength they have,
визави.
the speed they have, and that knockout punch. They want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Неплохо.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round.
Точно.
Stamina is
Well,
off
still-
the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Неплохо. Мимо. И 11 раунд за Стивеном. 105-101. Фултон впереди перед финальным раундом. И у нас заключительный 12 раунд.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the
Попадает
last round.
Фоштову.
Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a
Сейчас
good night.
Ошаки должен рисковать, так как победить он может только нокаут. Неплохо.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
They know the second they touch you,
Мимо.
it's done. They're
Фостов
that powerful.
точен.
Nice counter shot.
Попадает Ошаки.
Good job defending the jab.
Попускает Фултон. Мимо.
Missing with the hook. Incredible work rate.
Точно. Стивен. Мимо.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight.
Точно. Стивен.
You know this is going to happen, so you rush.
Whoa,
И
Johnny, take a
поглощен.
look at this action.
Фостов.
All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in
Прессингует
the making.
Фултон.
And now they're right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap.
Мимо.
A match made in heaven.
Nobody home with that hook.
Точен. Фостов.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round.
Неплохо.
Good counter punch. His stamina is off the charts.
Мимо.
Just misses with the right uppercut. You know the
Точно.
scorecards are going to be all
Стивен.
over the place in this one.
Мимо. 115-110 футов. Ждем судейское решение.
No surprises, we get a
И
unanimous
победу
decision
единогласным
there.
внушением судьи одерживает Ошаки «Ледяная вода Фостер». Вот это да, как по мне, странно. Что ж, посмотрим, как же бой пойдет на самом деле.
No discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
114, 111, все шурли. Фултону отдали 1, 4, 9 и 10 раунды. А остальные все за Фостером. Что ж, давайте обратимся к статистике. А вот и она. Что ж, на этом все. С вами был Black Falcon. Если вам понравилось это видео, ставьте большой палец вверх, пишите комментарии и подписывайтесь на канал. Нажимайте на колокольчик, чтобы не пропускать новые видео, ведь все это очень сильно помогает развитию канала. Также подписывайтесь на другие социальные сети нашего канала. Ну и по желанию можете поддержать канал донатом. Все ссылки в описании. Всем спасибо за просмотр, всем пока.